Hey, what's up, gentlemen? Chris here with Elite Level Leader. In this episode of Business and Barbells, we're gonna start right here on the Battleground, where I will demonstrate a fitness training tip and a workout. Next, we'll head over to the Boardroom, where I will reveal a business building strategy and growth plan. So let's get started right now. Hey, what's up, gentlemen? Chris here with Elite Level Leader, and welcome to the Battleground. In today's workout, I've got a 5-minute AMRAP for you. Now, an AMRAP is as many rounds or as many reps as possible within a specific amount of time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna set a clock for 5 minutes, and we're gonna repeat the same sequence of movements for a total of 5 minutes. After that 5 minutes is up, you're gonna go ahead and rest for 1 minute. Then what we're gonna do is you're gonna repeat that same sequence of movements for another 5 minutes, rest for another minute, and then you're gonna do a third and final round of that 5-minute AMRAP of those movements. All right, guys, so like I said, it's 5 minutes. So you're gonna set a clock for 5 minutes, and we're gonna repeat this sequence of movements, and it starts off with 12 alternating dumbbell snatches. So I'm gonna head back here and grab a single dumbbell. I'm gonna set this on the ground as I go over the movement standards from the dumbbell snatch. Now, I've done this quite a few times. I've gone over this movement in a couple of the other workouts, but I still really wanna emphasize the proper movement and proper form on the dumbbell snatch. So first off, the dumbbell's on the ground. It's gonna be between your legs. Basically what we're doing is we're taking this dumbbell off of the ground, we're raising it all the way up overhead with one hand, and we're gonna come down, switch hands, and bring it all the way up with the other hand. Now really, it's a lower body movement for the most part. You would think it's arms, you think you're doing a lot of pulling at the elbow, but I really don't want you to pull until you're at full extension with your body. What I mean by that is, first off, you're gonna start in a nice squat stance with your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Toes are pointed out slightly. Chest up, shoulders back. You're gonna start to hinge at the hips. As you start to hinge at the hips there, knees are gonna start to bend, and they're tracking out over the toes. You don't want them caving inwards. So as I'm sitting back, sending those hips back, sitting back in that squat, chest is up, knees are tracking out over those toes, I'm gonna go down and grab this dumbbell. Now from this position, now you're using the power and the strength of your lower body to press through the floor, bring this dumbbell all the way off the ground. Now I want you to get to full extension here with this dumbbell off the ground. Hips are opened up, knees are back, but my arm is still straight at this point. Also want to emphasize the dumbbell is close to your body the entire time. We're not swinging it out in front of us like a kettlebell swing. We're keeping it really close to our body. Now even here, when you think you're at full extension, a lot of times people still want to pull with that elbow. I want you to extend even further. I want you to get up on your toes. I want you to shrug that shoulder. Now we're at full extension here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start to pull with that elbow. But as soon as you start to pull, I want you to get back in underneath that dumbbell. So you're going to start to pull. Now I want you to drop underneath it, pull it up, and then stand it fully upright. Then we're gonna bring it down, switch to the left hand. So I'll start off here, feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, chest up, knees are starting to bend, sitting back in that squat there, hips are going back. Gonna go down, grab this dumbbell. From here, remember, power of the lower body. We're not pulling on the elbow. We're keeping that arm straight as long as we possibly can. Pressing through the floor, snatching it up. Now I'm getting underneath it. Stand it fully upright. Now we're gonna come back down, switch off to the left side. So once again, snatch it up, then get underneath it. Keeping that arm straight as long as you possibly can. Bring it back down here. I'll do one more on the right side. Snatch it up, get underneath it, stand it fully upright. Now you notice when I come down here, I'm switching down here at the ground. As you get more and more used to this movement, more and more proficient with the dumbbell snatch, you can actually start to really speed up the cycling of these by switching the dumbbell right around chin level like this. So I'm gonna snatch it up, switching here. So I'm actually letting go of that dumbbell and grabbing it with the other hand, but you'll see I am cycling through these really fast. So you're gonna go ahead and do 12, 6 per side of those alternating dumbbell snatches. Then we're gonna go into 6 pull-ups. So I've got a pull-up bar here mounted on the wall. You might have one of those. You might also have one of the pull-up bars that you mount in your doorway. That's just fine too. If you don't have a pull-up bar or you're unable to do unassisted pull-ups, I got a couple modifications for you. First off, we're gonna go ahead and go over the standard pull-up position. Palms facing forward, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Gonna go ahead, jump up on this bar, pull the chin up over, then all the way down. All the way over, all the way down. You're just gonna do 6 of these pull-ups. Now they're pull-ups, so palms are facing forward, not chin-ups where your palms are facing yourself. Couple options if you're unable to do unassisted pull-ups. First off, take a bench, take a box, set it down here underneath here. From here, you can place 1 foot on top of that bench or the box, just so when you are pulling, you can kind of press with one leg to help you get your chin up over that bar. Another option you have is to wrap a band around that bar and place one foot into that band, and that's also going to give you some assistance. Also, if you have a set of bands that has handles, this works really, really well to mimic the pull-up movement. So these have handles on the end of them. What you can do is you can throw this up over the top of your bar, or even you can throw it over the top of a door in the door frame by the hinges and mimic this same movement. I'm going to throw it up over the top of this. Now it's the same positioning and movement that we were doing before. So palms are facing forward, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Now, depending on the height of your bar, you either might have to kneel down or sit down in my case. So I'm gonna sit down here on the ground, palms are facing forward, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, but we're doing the same movement. We're pulling down till those hands go down below chin level, then come all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, really engaging those lats. Now, this is significantly easier to do than a standard push-up or pull-up. So what I recommend doing, if you're gonna do that band, go ahead and either double or triple the reps on there. We're supposed to do 6 of those pull-ups, but if you're gonna do one of these modifications, either do 12 or 18 of those so you're getting the benefit of the workout in there. All right, guys, so you're gonna finish your pull-ups, then we're gonna go into 12 body weight squats, or sometimes referred to as air squats. So you wanna get a nice squat stance, which basically means your feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart, toes are pointed out slightly, chest up, shoulders back. You're gonna hinge at the hips, knees are gonna start to bend, knees are gonna track out over those toes, making sure your knees aren't caving inwards, keeping that chest up. Full depth, butt goes down below knee level, keeping that chest up, press all the way through, knees come all the way back, hips open up all the way at the top, all the way down, all the way up. So we're just gonna end up doing 12 of these air squats. Once you've completed 12 of those air squats, we're gonna go into 6 burpees. Now a burpee, you're gonna get a nice kind of squat stance like we were after those air squats. You're gonna go down to the ground, press your hands on the ground. You're gonna kick back into a plank. You're gonna do a push-up. You're gonna press out of that push-up. You're gonna bring your feet in, jump up, touch your hands above your head. So down, press, jump, down, push up, press, jump. Now, I'm gonna give you a little tip or a little kind of cheat on these burpees. A lot of times, I've gone over this a couple times before, I'm gonna make this a little bit easier on you from that downward position getting upright. So as people come down, they go into the plank, they bring their feet in between. Now you're kind of bunched up, you're in between your hands, you're kind of bunched up here, and you have a long ways to travel from here to come all the way up and then jump up. What I want you to do is, instead of bringing your feet in between your hands, go to the outside of your hands. So for example, I go down here, I do the push-up, I press out of this, I bring my feet to the outside of my hands. I'm already at a nice wide stance here. I really just have to kind of sit back a little bit and now jump up. That's all I had to do. It's not that long distance I would normally have to travel. So you'll see as I come up, and I could quickly get right back down because I'm super wide on that stance. So that's a little tip there on those burpees. So you're gonna go ahead and do 6 of those burpees. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back up at the top of this sequence, and we're gonna keep on repeating that same sequence of movements for a total of 5 minutes. So back up at the top, the 12 alternating dumbbell snatches, 6 pull-ups, 12 air squats, 6 burpees. Repeat that for 5 minutes. When the 5 minutes is up, rest for 1 minute. Then do another 5-minute sequence of that movement, or those movements, do another 1 minute of rest, and then a third and final round of those 5-minute sequence of those same movements. All right, guys, that is today's workout. I'll see you right back here in the Battleground for your next workout. And as always, make sure you check out EliteLevelLeader.com for more of our full training programs and to enlist today. Hello there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified and Elite Level Leader. In this session, you will learn how to avoid business failure point number 14, which is your team is disengaged and unmotivated. Disengaged and unmotivated employees can lead to a decreased productivity, poor customer service, and low morale within the workplace. This can ultimately harm the reputation of the business and lead to failure. When employees are disengaged, it can be challenging to create a positive work environment and build a strong brand. It's crucial for businesses to invest in their employees and provide them with a positive and engaging work environment. This can include offering opportunities for growth and development, recognizing employees for their hard work, and providing them with a sense of purpose and direction. To avoid this failure point, businesses must create a positive and inclusive workplace culture that promotes employee engagement, recognition, and growth. Leaders should establish open communication channels, encourage feedback and collaboration, and provide regular opportunities for training and development. Additionally, businesses should recognize and reward employees for their contributions and ensure that their compensation and benefits packages are competitive and aligned with industry standards. Here are some steps to help get you started. Number 1, positive workplace culture. Foster a positive workplace culture that values inclusivity, collaboration, and employee well-being. Create an environment where employees feel respected and supported. Number 2, open communication. Establish open and transparent communication channels. Encourage employees to share their ideas, concerns, and feedback. Address issues promptly to maintain trust. Number 3, recognition and appreciation. Recognize and appreciate employee contributions regularly. Acknowledgement can come in various forms such as verbal praise, awards, or a dedicated recognition program. Number 4, clear goals and expectations. Set clear goals and expectations for each team member. When employees understand their roles and responsibilities, they are more likely to stay motivated. Number 5, training and development. Offer training and development opportunities to help employees enhance their skills and advance in their careers. Invest in ongoing learning and skill building. Number 6, empowerment and autonomy. Empower all your employees by giving them a degree of autonomy and decision-making authority in their roles. Autonomy can boost motivation and creativity. Number 7, feedback and growth. Provide regular feedback to help employees grow and improve. Offer constructive criticism alongside positive feedback to support development. Number 8, career pathways. Create clear career pathways within the organization. Employees are more likely to stay engaged when they see opportunities for advancement. Number 9, work-life balance. Promote work-life balance by offering flexible work arrangements, paid time off, and wellness programs. Encourage employees to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Number 10, competitive compensation. Ensure that compensation and benefits packages are competitive within your industry. Fair compensation is a significant motivator. Number 11, team building. Organize team building activities and events to strengthen relationships among employees. Strong team bonds can lead to higher engagement. Number 12, purpose and values. Align the company's mission and values with the work employees do. When employees connect their work to a larger purpose, motivation increases. Number 13, conflict resolution. Address conflicts promptly and professionally. Unresolved conflicts can lead to disengagement and a toxic work environment. Number 14, employee assistance programs. Offer EAPs to support employees' mental and emotional well-being. This can help employees navigate personal challenges. Number 15, leadership training. Invest in leadership training for managers and supervisors. Effective leadership can inspire and motivate your teams. Number 16, regular check-ins. Conduct regular one-on-one check-ins with employees to discuss their goals, concerns, and career aspirations. Number 17, flexibility and adaptability. Be adaptable to change and open to new ideas. A flexible work environment encourages innovation and enthusiasm. By implementing these strategies, businesses can create a workplace where employees feel engaged, motivated, and valued. An inspired team is more likely to contribute positively to the company's growth and success, reducing the risk of failure. That is all for now. I'll see you back here in the boardroom for your next business training session. To continue, be sure to visit brandidentified.com and elitelevelleader.com to learn more about our services and complete training programs.